back to another video. It's me, Alfie D-Dog. Well, let's get to what if Frieza was turned good. We're going to start off. There's two possible ways. Actually, three. When Goku gives him ki. Metal Frieza. No, Frieza when he just got caught back from Namek. Right, like, mechanical Frieza, robot Frieza, I should say. So there's three possible ways. After Super, this time we're gonna go it. What if Frieza went with Goku? Like, there's an extra pod, and he went to Yardrat with the Goku. So he's like, he gets off the planet with him. And he's like, I'll kill you with the chance I get. So then, like, he doesn't like Goku that much at all yet. So let's just skip to a few weeks on Yardrat. Frieza's getting used to the customs, and he said, I'm not here to kill you, I'm here to stay here. So he would turn good. King Cold would never find him, but King Cold would hear a saying from Earth killed Frieza. So he would go to Earth. Trunks would kill him easily, since Frieza wasn't there. So Frieza would, we're not going to give Frieza that gigantic power boost whenever he trains. That's too big. We're going to give him like a Goku's one. Yep. Sorry, Frieza, we have to nerf you for the story. Let's skip to the androids. Frieza didn't train on Earth. He kept destroying drones near him. But when he landed on Earth, next to Goku, there's two pods. Remember this? Frieza helped fix them up a bit, because it's kind of Frieza Tuffle technology over here. So Frieza would be like, Goku, I trust you now. Frieza would always stay in his final form, so he could train at the maximum power. Goku and Frieza both learn instant transmission. Frieza just and Frieza learns it, but he isn't that good at. He can't teleport planet. He can only teleport let's say from Earth to somewhere like Jupiter. So he can't teleport that far like Goku. And his drain's a bit more key. And they didn't teach him the full thing because they're a bit suspicious of him. So they just go back to Earth. But Frieza didn't learn a fifth. Cooler's cannon. So right before in the middle of the training, Trunks comes and he's like, is that Frieza? Get ready. But Goku stops him from killing Frieza. Because he's like, don't worry, he's good now. And then he's like, oh god, this happened with Piccolo. Krillin's a bit sus. It's like, Krillin's like, sus, my boys. My boy Goku, that's very sus. And then, there'd probably be a battle between Trunks and Frieza. Goku stopped him, but when Goku, after a chat, Frieza lunges at Goku. Oh god, my brain. Trunks lunges at Goku, and Frieza jumps in the way. Goku didn't catch it this time, so when Frieza punched him away, and he's like, Frieza's grateful for Goku's help, so he's like in his debt. But this time, Cooler's cannon, so everything would go like usual, but Chi-Chi wouldn't be that happy. But Frieza would convince, Chi-Chi. Frieza's not always training like Goku. Frieza is he's helping provide for the family with the Goku. It's probably like the training farmer, or Frieza would make his own little dojo of sorts. Frieza would do that, and he'd share it with let's just say he'd share it with Krillin let's say, to bond a bit. Krillin starts to trust Frieza a bit. That Frieza could have easily killed him, and this timeline, Frieza's a bit above Goku in his Super Saiyan form, so Frieza could have killed all of us and then ran away, but he didn't. He could have killed Trunks as well, and then killed Goku right after. And he could have let Trunks nearly stab Goku, then he would stab Goku in the back, but he didn't. So Krillin and Frieza make our own little dojo, but it's left in Krillin's hands. And then we're gonna introduce a new character, kind of like what character should I make? Like let's say Frieza found like an Namekian, not Dende. Do you know Dende's little brother? Yeah, I forget his name. Let's just name him Hende. I mean Hende. Kende, yeah, Kende. Kende is just in charge of the dojo. He's maybe small, but he's strong. He's slowly getting bigger, but he's gonna get big, boy. Okay, let's just skip to the training. They provide it's in thirds. Everyone gets a third of the pay. So let's just skip to the like right before the androids, and maybe 6 months before the androids. That means Goku Sama would meet Cooler. Frieza would be like, Goku, I haven't revealed this to you yet, but Frieza powers up to his 5th form. Not look like Cooler's, I'll describe it later. It's kind of like his gold. So when Frieza used his 1st form, he would be like Cooler. He would power down, and then he'd power right back up to his 5th form. It kind of looked like his golden form. Let's just say it would literally look like his golden form. Do you know, like platinum? It looked like a platinum Frieza. Wait, no, he'd be in his golden form right now, but it wouldn't. It'd be as strong as Super Saiyan. So he would be as strong as Cooler. So that means in 6 months of training, they could be on even terms with the androids. So he just Cooler's men and come over, and then he's like, "Oi, who is this?" No, it's gonna be in a platinum form. Purple spots on him and are blue, and he looks like Cooler's metal form everywhere else. And then he just rushes over and kicks one away from Gohan, and he's like, "Do not mess with a planet under Frieza's direct protection." So then those guys would be scared, like ape shit scared. Get it? They'd be so scared they'd run off, tell Cooler. Cooler would come down. Frieza was in his kind of 5th platinum form. Let's say his platinum form was under 5th form. If he found a way to combine the two, but he couldn't go. He doesn't have a 5th form at this moment, so that is not possible. So when his 5th form would be cool looking, but I can't introduce it. And he'd had, you know, that slip piece over his mouth? He'd power up into a kind of platinum 5th form, but he couldn't even go into 5th form. So let's say it'd still be a bit under, but he'd rush at Cooler in his 4th form. Cooler would instantly power up to his 5th form and punch Frieza. Frieza took the blow. Do you know Death Beam? It's kind of like that. Do you know Death Crasher, actually? It's Death Crasher, but he just, instead of like swerving down, he just puts it into his fist and punches Cooler right into the gut. It didn't do too much damage. Goku came in about to kick Cooler, but he got blocked and then kicked away. And then he slammed Frieza into the ground. Frieza is not as strong, so as Cooler. So Goku would just go Super Saiyan Great. Yeah. And then he'd just start punch. He'd still be under Cooler. You realize this. Let's say grade 1.2. Let's say 1.9. Grade 1.9. It's not grade 1.4 is okay. Grade 1.4. It's between grade 2 and grade 1. So then he'd get flung by Cooler. Most of the things would go the same, but this time Piccolo joins in. While King Kai had him, Piccolo got taught Kaioken. Piccolo has been practicing with Kaioken. He can go up to times 20. So Piccolo would go times 20. So there'd be triple teaming on Frieza. Gohan learns a weaker version of Super Saiyan, kind of like grade 0.9. Yeah, I'm trying to balance this out here, okay? Then let's say grade 0.9 is what Goku had on Namek. And let's say it was a 48 times booster instead of a 50. But Goku instantly went into grade 1. Let's say that. Yeah. So they'd all just beat the crap out of him, like for a while. But then he's like, "I've been holding back." And just an ore explodes around him, and he gets kicked he kicks Frieza in the face. He knocks Gohan to the ground. He kicks Piccolo away. And Piccolo goes, "Kaioken times 30. And rushes right back to be caught by Cooler. Piccolo would be stronger than Goku in his grade 1.2. Because you realize Piccolo in his base could easily match Goku. It could barely match Goku in his Super Saiyan. Let's just say that for a moment. So they'd all just rush on him. Punch, kick, punch, kick, punch, kick, punch, kick, punch, kick. And then Cooler would be just bleeding at this point. And then he'd go, "Now you all die!" Then Cooler would go into evolved 5th form. Not as strong as Super Saiyan grade 4, but as strong as Super Saiyan grade 3. Let's say, no, as strong as grade 4, but he couldn't match all of them. So, let's say Piccolo learned the fusion technique and taught it to Gohan. It's like, "Gohan, you know what time it is. You ready?" "Yes, Mr. Piccolo." And they transform into Namekian, and that their whole body turns yellow. And they all start bodying Cooler. But Cooler, they didn't realize before that, in his other hand, he was charging a supernova. They all fall into it. Piccolo, Picohan defuses in the supernova, but they focus all their energy right before they defuse and shoot it right back at Cooler. It explodes. Cooler's dead. Okay, let's just skip to the androids. When Goku couldn't access that form of Super Saiyan, he did against Cooler, but when the androids show up, Goku didn't take his heart medicine, so Goku's gonna fall and die. So Frieza would get mad and kill 19, but right before 19 got killed, Dr. Gero went to his lab, and no one noticed. And he awakened the androids. They all come over. But this time, Frieza's like, "Platinum 5th form." So just imagine a mouth covering Frieza, with spikes on his arm, like small spikes, and a bit buff. Like he's still slim. He's not like Cooler, but he's a bit buff. Do you know the way he's slimmer than Cooler? Yeah, he's in between Cooler and his normal. So he goes, "Now strength. So he punches 18. This time, 18 actually feels it and goes far. But then 17 comes out of nowhere and starts punching and kicking and punching. Not like usual. Frieza grabbed his hand. And, do you know the way he tried putting ki through his hand and shot it at 17. 17 was blown back a bit, but he broke Frieza's arm and kicked him away. But then the 16 watched this and he's like, bravo, make sure you do not hurt the nature. And he's like, yay, cowboy. Okay, so let's get back to the what if. In this timeline, Trunks was there again. What do I keep saying in this timeline? I'm so sorry. In the Trunks timeline, Frieza was there as well, but he didn't kill Vegeta this time. Fully, he left Vegeta alive, so Vegeta didn't get much annoyed. So just imagine Frieza making like waking up and it's like, what happened? And it's like Vegeta got bodied, everything happened like that. So Goku comes with the idea of the time chamber. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this what if for some reason. I love what ifs. Oh hi Cat, what you doing here, Raven? Sorry about that inconvenience. Let's get back to the what if. So let's say Frieza woke. Everything happens like usual, like I said. But let's say they go into time. Cell fights Piccolo like usual. Kami. But Frieza wakes up only when Piccolo fuses with Kami. So that's perfect because then he goes into the time chamber with who should he go with? Piccolo. That's perfect. Piccolo. He goes in with Piccolo. So everything happens like usual, but this time, Frieza doesn't let Vegeta and Trunks go back in. So yeah, they just let it slide. So they train, and then Goku and Vegeta and Trunks go back in. Let's get into their training. Instead of Piccolo training himself, he'll get a big boost. Let's say Frieza actually likes Namekians, and now he's like, I'm sorry for killing your kind, but you can use them as a motivation for your training. I truly have changed, but don't show mercy. So they charge at each other evenly, at this point, because when Frieza woke up, he got a small Zenkai. He exploded in anger. Frieza never got to power up to his full power before Android 17 knocked him out and broke his arm. His arm healed in that time. Let's say they have healing abilities, but not like the Namekians. They can regenerate broken bones, but they can't regenerate arms and tails, etc. Let's say Frieza learns a new move, and let's say when Piccolo was fighting with Frieza wanted to do this full power. He went into that thing he's been developing to see if it works. He's on par with Piccolo. That means he could have been on par with 17 if he went to that power straight away. So he thought he was an idiot. So he punches Piccolo so far in the time chamber and goes, Death Beam, Hammer, teleports behind him. Do you know the way you'd put a ball of key around his hand? No, it's kind of like a sledgehammer. But he forms like a hammer and punches, hits Piccolo, it breaks on impact. The key hammer, then he's like, me. Our cozy combination. And then he goes in for a killing blow. But since Piccolo is going to be stronger, since this is a month into their time chamber training, Piccolo could handle it. Frieza wasn't as strong as Piccolo, let's say. So Piccolo quite easily survives. So then he's like, "You want to see my power?" Frieza blocks most of it, but then once he goes, "Hellzone grenade!" But it's made out of light grenades, each single one. So then Frieza's on the floor about to die. Then when Piccolo's fighting Frieza, then it's like, oh no, let's just skip to the training. And the training, Frieza can go into just imagine Frost, kind of. Like he'd have Frost, like light blue little things on his head, chest, arms, and legs. And then he learned to put his platinum form as his base form he's trying to do, because he saw what happened with Goku and he done that. Piccolo went Frieza powered up into that form, and like, Piccolo, this is gonna be the last day of the training. Piccolo goes Kaioken times 90 and clashes with Frieza. Even power. But Piccolo unrealized that he was fighting Frieza at his full strength. So he's like, "Frieza, power up. I know you're stronger than me." Then let's say they're like low cell power, maybe overcell, maybe around him, way past Gohan. Let's say they come out, Vegeta and Trunks goes in again. That goes like usual. But let's say Frieza and Piccolo don't need food to survive, but they need it every month, at least one every month, one meal. So that'll be quite easy for them. And they still have to drink a small bit of water, but Piccolo doesn't, Frieza does. So just imagine they come out stronger than Gohan at his full power. Yeah, each of them. Frieza at the last second of his training got ahead and was stronger than everybody else. So Frieza goes against what's it called? Cell first, but let's say Gohan and Frieza grew a little bond. Let's say. So Frieza will be knocked out. And so be, that's the strongest you got. Like barely regenerating. Do you know Death Beam? Imagine it as a Kamehameha size, but it obliterates Cell nearly to the core. This time, Frieza puts every little thing he got into it. But he didn't realize Cell was firing back. And then he's like, yeah. And then he gets consumed. Will Frieza die? Will he not? Decide in the next episode. This episode, you will find out Frieza died. See you guys. Bye.